What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Time for my week 6 predictions against the spread. Going by betting lines and picking what I think will happen based on what the spread is this coming week for these games. Sorry for no week 5 video. Had a little bit of work that kind of caught up on me, but we are back in this week for week number 6. Now, because there's no week 5 last week, I will not be marking down any games, win or loss of the spread from last week. So we're only going to come from what I have for a record based off of after week number 4. So from that right now, I am only exactly 500 right now. So I am 30-30 on the year, only through week 4 since there's no week 5. So we're going to exclude that week. So 30-30 is what I am going into this week. So let's get started. So the first game is the London game tomorrow, which is the Battle of the Sunshine State with the Dolphins and the Jaguars. Home game for the Jaguars in the UK tomorrow. Dolphins are 3-point favorites in this game, and just because I'll have Tua back in the lineup, and just because I don't think the Jaguars are that good of a team compared to what the Dolphins have, and because they have Tua, who's more experienced than Trevor, I think the Dolphins win this. Dolphins will win and cover in this game. Moving on to the next game, we have the Packers and the Bears in this game, visiting at Soldier Field. Green Bay is 6-point favorites in this game, and I think, again, Aaron Rodgers over the Bears. Aaron Rodgers, if you compare him to anybody besides maybe one or two of the quarterbacks, he's going to basically win, I think, easily any other way. So Packers 6-point favorites, they easily win this game and cover as well. Now, Bengals visiting the Lions, I think that this is very interesting. So Cincinnati is 3.5-point favorites in this game. I've taken a couple risks, actually, with the Lions last couple of weeks. I think that when I made my predictions in previous weeks, they were more of a up-and-coming team. I think they'd actually find a way to squeeze out wins in close games. But based off what I saw last week, I'm not going to take that risk again. So just because I think it will be close, but I don't want to take that risk, I'm going to go with the Bengals here to cover as well, and they're going to win this game by 7, just because I don't want to take that risk again. It sounds kind of weird, but just because of what's been happening with the Lions, I do not want to take that risk again. Sorry, Lions fans, if you're watching this, but yeah, just don't want to take that risk again. So Cincinnati wins and covers in this game. Now, moving on to an AFC South battle, we have the Texans visiting the Colts. Heavily favored Colts in this game. Colts are heavily favored in this game. The Colts are 10-point favorites in this game, and I think that the Colts actually will cover in this game as well. I think the Texans are not that good, really, overall, and I think the Colts really, even though they're not that good, I think they are somewhat better. So I think I'm going to make a bold prediction here and say the Colts will cover and win this game in a blowout by 15. Now, the next game here, which is a very interesting one, the Rams visiting the Giants. Now, the Giants coming off that overtime win against the against the Saints about a week or two ago, and the Rams are 8-point favorites in this game. Now, I don't think the Giants are going to have that same type of play again, so I have the Rams also covering this game. So even though the Giants are coming off that big win against the Saints, I think the Rams are just better, really, overall, talent-wise, weapon-wise, and skill-wise. I think they will easily manhandle the Giants here. So I have the Rams favorites in this game and covering as well. Now, the Chiefs and the Washington football team in Washington. Now, Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites in this game, very banged up. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the IR, Tyreek Hill questionable. Chris Jones out, Travarius Ward is out, and a couple of other key guys on there as well. I don't think the Chiefs will lose this game just because I think Washington's defense is not good at all. I think that Mahomes will find to make a couple plays late in the game, even though the Chiefs are not really that good offense right now based on the injuries that they have. But I think the Chiefs will win this game, but I do have Washington with the points here. So I'm going to say the Chiefs win by 3, but the Washington with the points here. So the Chiefs will not cover. Now, the Vikings and the Panthers in Charlotte, and Minnesota is 2.5-point favorites in this game, and I think that for some reason, I think that the Panthers are really just a better team overall. If you look at this team as a whole, I think that Darnold can make some plays. The Vikings, I don't think they're really that good. I think if I just look at these two teams, I just think that the Panthers are better overall. So just because the Panthers are underdogs, I have the Panthers winning this game. So the Panthers will win as underdogs, and I do have the Panthers covering here. Now, the Chargers and the Ravens, arguably the best game of the week in my opinion, outside of maybe the Monday night game. And this line's very interesting. Baltimore is 2.5-point favorites at home, And I think that the Chargers I will take with the points here because I think that Chargers will find a way to keep it close. And I think that even though Lamar can do what he does, I think that the Chargers will find a way to still be competitive even after all he does. So I only have the Ravens here winning by 1. And Chargers I will take with the points here. Moving on down, we have the Cardinals visiting the Browns. With Cleveland as 3.5-point favorites in this game. And for some reason, and it's only based off of really COVID issues right now with the Cardinals. Cardinals obviously having a lot of COVID issues with Chandler Jones being out, Cliff Kingsbury being out, and a lot of other coaches on that coaching staff being out as well because of a bit of a COVID outbreak there. I think that the Browns will win this game, actually. I think that the undefeated streak of the Cardinals will be done, and I think the Browns, I actually have them actually covering in this game. So I have the Browns with the points here, so I'm going to have the Browns covering and win this game by 7. Now, moving on down, we have the AFC West battle here. Raiders visiting Denver, and Denver 4-point favorites in this game. And I think that just because of the whole John Gruden situation in Vegas, a lot of distractions off the field, I think the Broncos will easily cover and win this game. So Broncos cover here. Now, moving down with the Cowboys and the Patriots here in Foxborough, Dallas is 3.5-point favorites in this game. And again, I think the Cowboys are really just a better team. I think Dak's been playing a lot better. And also the Patriots, I don't think will really be able to keep up with them, especially later in the game. So I think that the Dallas will win easily and cover in this game against the Patriots. Now, moving on down to the Sunday night game, which is the Seahawks playing the Steelers in the Steel City. Pittsburgh is 5-point favorites in this game. No Russell Wilson, no Chris Carson. I think has an easy advantage here for the Steelers. Not a believer in Geno Smith. I think that he's definitely 10 times, even not more, worse than Russell Wilson. So, yeah, I got to give this one to the Steelers here. Steelers win and cover here as favorites. Moving down to the last game, which is the Monday night game, the Bills visiting the Titans in Tennessee. And the Bills are, Bills are 5.5-point favorites in this game. And I think that the Bills actually will cover in this game. I think that the Bills, I've really been impressed with the way they've been playing. And I think that the Bills will cover here in this game against the Titans. So that's my week 6 predictions against the spread. Hopefully I do better this week. Again, I am 500 on the season, 30-30 exactly. And hope you all enjoy this video. If you do not, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. And until next time, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you back here for week 7, and go Chiefs.